Hi guys, it's Mia from the Cozy Bookshop, and I am here today to talk a little bit about the books that I plan on reading in the first couple months of 2018. I should clarify, I am not one for TBRs. If you watch any of my reading vlogs, 90% of the time I sit there and say, I don't know what to pick up next, and I kind of just pick up a random book out of the blue. But I've recently received some books. They're not new releases or anything, nothing exciting like that, but new to me books that I really want to read, and they're definitely ones that I'm looking at reading the very first part of the year. AKA I just got them. I really want to read them, but I need to finish what I'm reading now. So I'm going to talk to you briefly about them, and we'll just kind of go through it. Alright, the first book that I plan on reaching for in the beginning couple months of 2018 is The Fate of the Tearling by Erica Johansson. I am currently reading The Invasion of the Tearling and loving it. I'm living in this world, and I definitely want to finish up the trilogy. I'm not even like halfway through the second book, and I already know that I'm going to be reaching for this very shortly after the new year comes in. I love the world that Erica Johansson has created. I'm really living for like the political drama that is coming from these books. So that is one of the first ones that I plan on picking up. I also am debating, I think I'm going to pick this up. I'm not entirely sure. It's kind of, I think it's middle grade or young adult, but I'm very interested in it. I keep hearing a lot of things about it. But that is The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. I hear a lot about this. I hear a lot about this book. Yeah, it's a young adult novel, and I don't really know much about it at all other than it's a young adult novel, and I keep hearing the name, this book from other folks that I follow. So I'm very interested to see what it's all about, and I will be probably picking it up in the first couple months of 2018. The next book is Emma by Jane Austen. Big Jane Austen fan. Emma is just the next one on my list, and I have to love me a meddling yenta pretty much. I love a meddling woman, and that is pretty much what Emma is. She is a fixer-upper, meddler. I love it. I'm living for it. I want to read this book. So I will be picking it up shortly after the new year. The next is The Alienist by Caleb Carr. This is pretty much about the case that started psychological profiling. At one point in my life, still is very near and dear to my heart. I was so into psychology. I wanted to actually be a profiler, like very much was intending on going to school to go into psychology. So I'm very intrigued. It says, part Arthur Conan Doyle, part The Silence of the Lamb. The Alienist conjures up Gilded Age Manhattan with its tenements and mansions, corrupt cops, and flamboyant gangsters, shining opera houses, and seamy gin mills. I just... excuse me. This is going to be a definite, like, one of the first books. This is one of the ones at the top of my list for the beginning of 2018. And the last book that I plan on picking up in the first couple months is The Wise Man's Fear. I've been reading this. I'm on page 258. And I am determined for this to be like one of the first books that I finish in 2018. It's close to 1,000 pages, and I'm only on 258. So we'll see how realistic that is. But I am just living for this book, this series. I don't know why I'm in such a rush to finish it, because we've got no word of the third book. But I want to keep going with it. So I would say this is like the top of my list. This and The Fate of the Tearling. So these are the top of my list for January. And then after that, I plan on picking up The Alienist. So if you want to call it a TBR, you can. But that is kind of my reading goals for the first couple months of 2018, and I figured I'd share them. So that is all I have for today. What are you planning on reading in the first couple months of 2018? Do you know yet? Are you not sure? Just let me know. Leave me a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you've read any of the books that I plan on picking up, let me know what you thought of them.